In the heart of the mighty Persian Empire, King Ahasuerus threw a banquet so grand it lasted for days. Flushed with wine and pride, he summoned Queen Vashti to show off her beauty. But Vashti, in a stunning act of defiance, refused. This refusal shook the kingdom to its core. The king, advised that his authority was at stake, deposed Vashti. A decree was sent out across the land. Every man must rule his own house. And so, the search for a new queen began, a search that would change the course of history. Young women from all corners of the empire were brought to the palace. Among them was a Jewish orphan named Hadassah, known by her Persian name, Esther. Raised by her loving cousin Mordecai, Esther possessed a rare combination of grace and wisdom. She quickly won the favor of Haggai, the one in charge of the women, who gave her the best of everything. Following Mordecai's wise counsel, she kept her Jewish heritage a secret, a decision that would prove crucial. When it was her turn to meet the king, Ahasuerus was captivated. It wasn't just her outward beauty, but her gentle spirit and inner light that shone through. He fell in love instantly and placed the royal crown on her head. The orphan girl was now the queen of Persia. But a dark shadow was creeping over the kingdom. A man named Haman, arrogant and power-hungry, was promoted to the king's highest official. He demanded that everyone bow down to him, but Mordecai, faithful to his God, refused to bow to any man. When Haman discovered Mordecai was a Jew, his personal grudge spiraled into a genocidal rage. He went to the king, twisting the truth and painting the Jewish people as a threat to the empire. Deceived, the king agreed, and a royal decree was signed and sealed. On a specific day, all Jews in the empire were to be annihilated. When Mordecai heard the news, he tore his clothes and mourned publicly. He sent a message to Esther, now in the palace, with a desperate plea. She had to go to the king and beg for the lives of her people, but this was a terrifying request. To approach the king uninvited was a crime punishable by death, unless he held out his golden scepter. Esther understood the weight of the moment. She sent a message back to Mordecai, asking all the Jews in the city of Susa to fast and pray with her for 3 days. After that, she said, I will go to the king, even though it is against the law, and if I perish, I perish. With courage forged in faith, Esther put on her royal robes and stood in the inner court of the king's palace. As the king saw her standing there, trembling but resolute, his heart softened. He extended the golden scepter, and her life was spared. But Esther was wise. Instead of blurting out her request, she invited the king and Haman to a private banquet. And then, she invited them to a second one the next day. She was setting the stage, waiting for the perfect moment. At that second banquet, with the king in good spirits, he asked Esther what she desired, promising her up to half his kingdom. The time had come. With a steady voice, she revealed her secret. If I have found favor in your sight, O king, she said, let my life be given me at my petition, and my people at my request. For we have been sold, I and my people, to be destroyed, to be killed, and to be annihilated. The king was stunned. Who is he, and where is he? Who would dare to do this? He demanded. And Esther replied, the adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman. The king's fury was uncontrollable. The very gallows Haman had built to hang Mordecai became his own place of execution. But the original decree to destroy the Jews still stood. So, a new decree was issued, allowing the Jews to defend themselves against their attackers. On the appointed day, what was meant to be a day of slaughter became a day of victory. The Jews triumphed over their enemies, and their sorrow was turned into joy. This incredible deliverance, brought about by the courage of one woman who risked everything, is celebrated to this day in the festival of Purim. It's a powerful reminder of how one person's faith and bravery can save a nation. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story of courage and faith, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next video.